On today's show, it is all about exercise, so settle in for a bit and we will begin. It is interesting how some people, when they decide they want to shed some pounds, look for a diet that will do all the work for them with minimal exercise. Some people think keto is that diet and begin it thinking they do not need to exercise at all to lose their body fat. They believe that keto is just that powerful, but as reality comes into focus, they are also not completely right. So, can you lose fat on keto without exercise? The answer is yes and no. Okay, that is kind of a cop out answer, but it is the right one. Let me explain. If you start keto without exercise, you will lose fat, no doubt about it. However, your body will eventually adapt to keto and the fat loss will slow down. Our bodies like to be in a state of equilibrium, and it is very good at adapting to a static diet. Now, in our last video, we talked about how the calories needed to lose fat decrease as you lose fat. This is because as you lose weight, your body's muscles do not need to work as hard to carry you around, thus, they expend less energy doing all the same things you regularly do. What this means is that your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, decreases as you lose weight. The BMR is simply the number of calories you burn each day by doing all the base activities required for life: breathing, digesting, pumping blood, waste removal, thinking, and even sleeping. There are many more basic processes included in this calculation, but I think you get the idea. How does this change in BMR affect the non exercising person on keto? At first, all will be well as the fat starts coming off, but then as their BMR decreases, their caloric deficit also decreases. And the fat loss as a result begins to slow down. Of course, they will more than likely get concerned about this. And if they know about their BMR going down, they may probably adjust their intake to compensate, which is great, provided they are staying within the healthy weight loss ranges for their new weight. However, it is easy for someone who does not exercise to push their numbers too low, which is never advised, as the chances of not getting the proper nutrition goes up dramatically. A lot of the time, the non-exercise person on keto is not aware of the decrease in BMR, and the slowing down for their fat loss becomes simply a frustration point for them. They keep to the diet and they just hope they break through the plateau they have entered. Unfortunately, their body is looking for equilibrium and they have helped it find just that. Of course, if the plateau goes on long enough, the frustration can lead to them simply giving up on keto, going back to the standard North American diet, and just figuring keto is not what it is cracked up to be. Okay, so if we just keep lowering our intake within the recommended calorie zone for our weight, then is it okay to ignore exercise? Well, it is true that you will have a much better result and the fat will slowly come off, but you will still be fighting against your body's need for equilibrium and it will do whatever it can at every turn to slow your progress and you will get many plateaus. Yes, you will push through them as you keep lowering your intake, but it is an exhausting way to do keto. Exercise changes that. Exercise while on keto will shift your body's focus away from equilibrium and move it towards trying to figure out where that equilibrium should be. So, what do I mean by that? Well, when you begin keto with an exercise program to complement your new lifestyle, a few things begin to happen. One, you raise the calorie zone a little, meaning you can eat a little more, which does make it easier to balance your nutrition. Two, after you exercise, the metabolic happenings behind the scene, such as rebuilding muscle, uses more energy. So you get a small boost in your BMR. Also, any new muscle added will be burning energy even when you sleep. So that will be another boost in BMR. It is easy to see that exercise raises the bar in regards to metabolism, and this helps with fat loss and also keeps your body on the defensive as it adjusts to the changes you are pushing on it. This is just metabolism, specifically your BMR. Exercise also has many other beneficial effects on almost all of your body, strengthening your heart, increasing your lungs air capacity, adding more flexibility to your body, just to name a few. The benefits are truly life changing. Keto will change your life, but why settle for being unfit and thinner when you can be fit and healthier as we take this journey together towards, well, a new life? Okay, let's get to this week's weigh in. Last week, we had come in at 319.8 with a weekly loss of 2.2 pounds for a total weight loss of 20.2 pounds, which averages out to 10.1 pounds per week. We know that average will be coming down today as a lot of that weight was water weight. So for today, I came in at 315.4 pounds for a loss of 4.4 this week and a total loss of 24.6 for a new weekly average of, yes, it did come down, of 8.2 pounds. Hopefully, those of you following along have also had some good results this week. As always, remember, it is not about the number on the scale, but rather how we are feeling in our clothes, the tail of the tape measure, and how much easier our exercise routine feels today compared to day one. The fat loss challenge is not a race. And in the end, if people reach their goals ahead of you, it just means you'll have more people to cheer for you when you get there. Now, let's have some fun with an investment of another kind. Part of this challenge is to take the money saved by using keto and use it to buy a stock each week. I am using Wealthsimple for this as it is an easy to use, commission free online stockbroker and they have no minimum. So if you want to add small amounts of money, you totally can. I do have an affiliate link down below for any Canadians that want to play along. Of course, as we started this challenge, I did work out that I normally spend an average of $105 per week on my standard North American diet. Now, on keto, my average week will be around $75, which leaves us about $30 to invest each week. When it comes to that investment, I chose an ETF called XEG, which is the BlackRock Canada iShares S&P TSX Capped Energy Index ETF. This fund basically invests in a lot of the big energy stocks in North America. Yesterday, I just missed the market close as I was putting in an order for three more shares. The order was priced at $35.52 as XEG was down a little due to a pretty red day on the markets. When the order is processed Monday morning, it may change a little in price, but that will be reflected in next week's update. So I now have six shares of XEG for a total of $71.04, which places my overall investment down by 11 cents. Not too bad for the red day we're having. Next week, we will add more. And as we go through this challenge, we will see how much it grows as we shrink. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you like the financial part of this challenge and want to learn more, I will leave a link down below for my other channel, Financial Brew. If you liked today's video, be sure to show the like button some love. If you want to follow along on this journey, then be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I drop a new video. Until next time, keep losing, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.